Earlier in our program, we focused on the life and work of Martin Luther King Sr., also known as Daddy King. The life of his son, Martin Luther King Jr., is the focus of a fictional play called The Mountaintop that's coming to an Atlanta stage. Before we bring you this story, a word of caution to parents: the content may not be suitable for young ears.
War abroad.
Danny Johnson has performed on Broadway, film, and television, but it all pales in comparison to the role he's currently preparing for.
You know, Dr. Martin Luther King is a icon, you know, not only here in the United States, but certainly globally. What shall I do? Reverend, about time, man. Store ain't but down the street.
Room service, sir.
In just a few days, Johnson, along with Atlanta actress Demetria McKinney, will bring to the stage an imaginative and fictional account of the events that took place the night before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated.
Really, you know, we have an interpretation, an artistic interpretation of what might have taken place. Obviously, none of us know, you know, what actually happened. You know, when he got home to the hotel and he, you know, opened his door and went into room 306. We don't know. But the playwright, Katori Hall, has, you know, imagined events that, you know, could have happened in a fictional sort of way prior to his ultimate death the next day. How much is that going to cost?
Poke down there, say it's on the house.
Now, the actual character, Kamei, is fictitious. This is a fictitious event that happens before he is assassinated. But Kamei gets the opportunity to be the fly on the wall.
You knew?
First day, sir.
That's why. I haven't seen you before. Stayed here plenty of times, but I've never seen your face.
I seen you before, though.
He orders coffee. She brings it, and it's a wrap from there. It's such an amazing ride. You know, just watching these two characters. Kamei is not the person you would expect to be in that room with him.
And cast members suspect the character Johnson portrays will also be somewhat of a departure.
It may be controversial for some because, you know, we have this image of Dr. King largely made from the speeches that he gave, the sermons that he gave, his presence, his dignity. Those things can't be touched and really shouldn't be. Yet, you know, this is a work of theater. You know, it's a work of art. So, you know, there's the writer's, you know, imagining of these events, and I think in the play, the Katori Hall, the writer, has really tried to, you know, bring another side to this man. Maybe an examination of, you know, his fullness as a man.
The Mountaintop is presented by Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater Company and directed by Atlanta's Jasmine Guy. She's
been able to really, with, you know, fine brushstrokes, kind of lighten and darken and shade things in a way that has, I thought, brought me to a good place to hopefully give a very nice performance for Atlanta.
A performance these cast members hope will leave you engaged.
A lot of his truths are in this show, and I think once people see just how human he was, it's going to take them back for a moment. But I promise, if they just stick with it and look beyond the man to the message, then he will be even more iconic than he was when you first walked in.
God will strike you down, you move around too much. That's what my mama used to say. When it storms like this, she used to say.
Performances for The Mountaintop begin Friday, November the 16th, and run through December 16th at the Southwest Art Center in Atlanta. You can visit our website for a link.